don't mind because they don't come to music class as this group. They come as Mrs. Petch's class and Mr. Cervantes' class. So everything that you see here is pretty live, if you know what I'm saying. But our soloists tonight were Ms. Ella D. Trey from Mrs. Petch's class and Mr. Cameron Molina from Mr. C's class. The big reason that I handed out the program with that really teeny tiny print at the bottom wasn't to make you squint and make you wonder if your prescription was strong enough, but it was so I wouldn't have to talk throughout this whole thing. My goal is that I'll talk now and one little 60-second blurb, and that will hopefully be the end. So what I'll say now will be about, I don't know, 120 seconds. Here we go. As Mrs. O'Meara said, this is just a snapshot into what we do. You don't see, you won't hear us talking about the composers and laying on the floor listening to classical music and all of the literature that we do in connection to what you'll see tonight. This is also a snapshot into your child's musical development in the sense that not everyone is going to keep a perfect steady beat. Most of them do, but not everyone does it at the same time in the right place. Not everyone is going to sing the perfect right notes at the right time. Most do, but again, this is a developmental process, and we are right on track for where second graders need to be. But this is a very long journey that your students are on, and I do encourage you, if they're not in music outside of school, to truly consider that. There are so many benefits, as Mrs. O'Meara alluded to, beyond what they gain in the arts realm, but just everything that happens academically with students who are in extracurricular music. There's a lot of research that supports that. You will hear us doing little musical cues. You'll see us kind of tagging along to help our players as they go. And that's perfectly normal because we externalize before we internalize at this stage. And that's what you're going to see here. This is the only building in the district that does a program like this in second grade. We do this as a stepping stone for what you'll see as third graders when they come back and you see the polished product. And you won't see them standing there going like this in the songs. You'll see them doing all the motions at the right time. That's, again, just part of the development. All right, so here we go. I'm going to fly by the last thing. This is the first year I can say in my teaching career, I have now taught vocal music at every grade level, K through 12. And what I can say is something that I've seen in that and that I've seen as a human being. Success breeds success. And what we do as educators is find a place that we can plug these kids in to be successful, and then we build on them. So each one of these students has an opportunity where they are in the spotlight. And that I have assigned them to. Sometimes they ask, and sometimes I said, let's do this. And we guided them there. But this is their opportunity to start to gain that confidence, and they go on from here. Okay, so with that said, I promise I won't talk again until about number 6. And how about students if we find, we have to show, our quick warm-up. Okay, so we have the same routine as we do at the beginning of class. We stretch, and we stretch, and we do some other things. All right, and now raise your hand. I do 2 vocal warm-ups. Annie? Oh boy, she picked the hard one. Okay, so here we go. Be careful. All right, so we start down. We're sunflowers. And sunflowers, when the sun goes down, they droop. So we start here. We go. The sun's up. Now the sun goes down. And it comes up one more time. Perfect. You had to pick the hard one. And I need a boy for the second one. Neil. Grow. We go. Bigger. Biggest. Okay, as I said, they've not been on these steps. They do have to do a little turnaround. So let's all hope that they can do it as we know they can. Okay, ready? Here we go. Hello, neighbor, what do you say? It's gonna be a wonderful day. Whatever is in Booyah, give me a perfect day. There we go. You will hear two languages in this. I'm sure you can get them. Mr. C's class for this. Oops. Okay, good. They did a nice solo tonight. Yay! Okay, very good. Oh, one more. I'm trying to get better. If you were here for the first program, there are two songs that will be slightly different, and this is one of them. I'm hoping we can find our order here. Annalise, here, please. These are instruments that many of you may have not seen because they weren't really invented when I was little. Can you give them a little demonstration as to how to play? Annalise, can you play? Aisha? Tyler? Megan? Cameron? Who's next? I can't see you. Hey, Emily? Okay, so we have to hit them, and they're pitch different. All right, this class we have to do a little practice because we've been very nervous about doing our pattern correctly. So here we go. Ready? Go. And what happens underneath, this is called the cha-cha because underneath I'm playing a cha-cha rhythm on the piano and not pointing to them. So please give them lots of smiles so they don't get too nervous. Up here. All right, so here we go. Me first, Whacker second, and then we all together on do re mi and then cha-chas. Okay, so I go first.
Thank you.
I'm going to talk, and hopefully I should listen to this. This song wasn't necessarily significant to me until one of the Polar Vortex episodes that we had, because Pete Seeger passed away. And he is the one who kind of brought this next tune to America, I suppose. But it's funny the things you find on YouTube. Raise your hand if you grew up watching the program Reading Rainbow. Okay, very good. Okay, but there was a YouTube clip straight from Reading Rainbow with Pete Seeger and his banjo telling the story which he, I'm not sure that he created the tale, but that he brought here and gave the tune to. And it was entrancing to these students. It always amazes me when these things that were around when we were their age still entrance children nowadays. Kind of. But he told the story that this was written to be a lullaby in disguise. That his children always wanted to have an exciting story before bed, but he wanted them to settle down. And so this was a way that he was able to combine both of them. So we have two different things happening in our xylophone. Our back row will be one color, our front row will be another, and then we add our singers. Okay, so we count them as we go. always have better ideas. I've never not had a better idea than mine. Okay, so this is one of these examples where they created all the movements you will see. Okay.
Jimmy's got a girlfriend. Pizza, pizza, daddy-o. How you know it? Pizza, pizza, daddy-o. 'Cause he told me. Pizza, pizza, daddy-o. Let's rope it, daddy-o. Let's swim it, daddy-o. Let's dunk it, daddy-o. Let's twist it, daddy-o. Let's end it, daddy-o. Jimmy's got a girlfriend. Pizza, pizza, daddy-o. Now you know it. Pizza, pizza, daddy-o. 'Cause he told me. Pizza, pizza, daddy-o. Let's rope it, daddy-o. Let's swim it, daddy-o. Let's dunk it, daddy-o. Let's twist it, daddy-o. Let's end it, daddy-o.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming. Mrs. Omer, I think that this is our second performance, that we use the term spring very loosely for tonight, and we're glad that we were here. Do realize that with our 5 snow days, every class was hit at least once. Some classes, the Monday classes, between that and President's Day and Martin Luther King Day, I counted and missed about 3.5 weeks worth of music just since January. So that always makes things exciting from our end as teachers, but as you can see, the students do such a wonderful job. So thank you for coming, thank you for supporting them in the arts, and I just encourage you to continue with that. So one more round of applause, please.
Thank you so much for coming this evening, and most of all, thank you for sharing your treasures with us. They really are our